Hello everyone, welcome to the stream. We're working on getting some nice uh, making sure that I got these educational signages right. This is gonna be we're just doing some educational signage right now. Hey, how's it going? Shadow Clutch, welcome to the stream. We're just working on a bit of educational signage at the start here. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Black spot. Sweet. We love to hear it. Next thing is where to go? Silver side. Crook silver side and then freshwater drop. And then Paint Rock River. First of all, this needs to go more like here. This needs to go more like here. We've got our main tanks like this, which I'm really happy with how those are looking. Once these are all lined up, this will look good too. This should have enough for both of those. Yeah, that's fine. Every day we get closer and closer to Planet Zoo news. Paint Rock River, Wooden Red Horse. next fish. I would. I don't know if I'd go that far, but yeah, it's bad. My need for news. So the one that's kind of iffy is, yeah, this one. Yeah, we know we're gonna get more news this year. Sipsey River. What goes in Sipsey River? Yeah, just a tiny little thing. I know the trailer's probably coming out in May. Yes, we're pretty sure release is 2026, so we gotta get something soon. I'm expecting we'll get the game in November. I expect we'll get news in either April or May. Which, like, isn't that far away, but it is that far away. Flint River. Red spot darter. Yeah, so it could be October. We'll see. Yeah, for real. And then Little River Canyon, we've got red ear sunfish. Hey, how's it going? Brian, welcome to the stream. Thanks for tuning. Yeah, I'm really hoping Asian small-clawed otter is going to be in the base game. Because I feel like they're just such an iconic species. Either them, we need some otter. I don't care if it's a European, though I've not seen those in zoos, so I'd prefer something like a... Prefer something like a... North American river otter or an Asian small-clawed otter. It's a freckleberry, a freckle belly, and a speckled. All right. I really enjoyed making these new signs. I will eventually have these on the workshop. I need to have some signs up there. I need to work on a few things in here. First off, let's get some signage here. In here and ooh, gross. Uh, I feel like we don't want that there. Can I just say I just love the way that this like curves this viewing window. Now, as much as I like slightly raise what? Sorry. Oh. Just want to cover up. I don't want it to be noticeable. So we only did get 2 mergansers in the event, so one of these mergansers is going to be released to the wild. So we got 2 of these little guys in here. Also, yeah, I did some work on the backstage in here. I need to actually add a roof to this, but last stream we had an actual zookeeper. Thank you. I had a zookeeper in the stream last time who was helping me out with the backstage, so that was very helpful. Yeah. And he did work with birds. They weren't like his primary thing, but I feel like that's about as much as I want to do there. I do want to grab this nesting box because mergansers are cavity nesters. So for sure want to make sure they have the ability to get a nesting box because we want them to be able to breed. Probably won't breed them, but yeah, indoor is tricky. Something I'm trying to get better at. And this building has been the real test of that. Let's match that to our wood color. Oh, I also did a... Shoot. We need an access door because that's supposed to go here. Because we built a whole filtration setup. These and these I got from Callum, but these I built by myself. So we've got an ozone chamber and a protein skimmer here. And then here's the mini setup for the other tanks. And again, this Callum, Captain Callum, is great. And then this is made by me, a mini protein skimmer and a sump tank. Yeah, this is supposed to be an access door, so now I gotta figure out how I want to do the signage. I think I might put the signage over here. just get this all in. Hopefully it doesn't mess with the traversable terrain too much. It definitely makes it look better. Feeling pretty good with how this is looking. Let me make sure all of my lights are facing in a direction that works well. I feel like that one probably needs to be more down to illuminate that area. Yeah. This one maybe as well. Yeah. I'm gonna get some actual fish in here as well. How many do I have again? Hold on. Go to Discord. Go to ZSU. Enclosure unhoused. How many? Common carp, 4 males. Or is it? Okay, yeah. 4 males. Do we not have carp? I guess I haven't installed that mod. Huh. Oops. Well. What's happening there? Yeah, really. Let's build a bit of a sign, maybe? I'm going to talk about one fish that I thought about trying to get, but they're not going to be available for me. Hmm. I think that's the same color, but Yeah. What? Well, that is actually that is gonna be a theme. Oh, I need to. Hey, thanks for the follow, Planet Zoo. Appreciate it. Like to eat it? I've heard they are not very tasty. Huh. They're considered a trash fish here. Plus, they're hecka invasive. They can outcompete our native. Ah. Aren't they bony? I'm not a fan of fish in general, but from what I've heard. I mean, they were brought here to breed, but then they got you know, they got released into rivers and that never goes well. The Alabama sturgeon may be the most endangered fish in the world. The last one caught was in 2017, I believe. Captive breeding programs never worked because only males were ever caught in trying to obtain the species. So that's why we can't really keep them here at Tri-State. It's because a lot of people think it might be extinct. Yeah, the Alabama sturgeon is one of the smaller species of sturgeon. One of the 5 sturgeon species. So so far we've got 2 species. There's shovel nose in here, and then we've got the lake sturgeon, which is the largest in North America, in here, except they're not showing up. But then there's also I think it's the Gulf sturgeon and the Atlantic sturgeon, which are more saltwater species. But we've got lake shovelnose in Alabama as our freshwater species. I want to see, is there anything on the workshop about like DNA signage that could be fun? DNA light sculpture, DNA sculpture. It's all signs. Yeah, it would be really cool. Okay. We might have to do our own version of it. Because the cool thing about these sturgeon is that the way they've been detecting them recently has been by testing the DNA in the water. Yeah. So what they do is they take a sample of the water and then they I guess they check it for fish DNA, and so with that they can hopefully see how healthy the population of sturgeon is. It would be easier if we This is interesting. It gets the point across. I think it does. I feel like that's probably good enough. Off, turn this to black. These new LED pieces from the Asia pack, well, at this point they're not necessarily new, are some of my favorite pieces of all time. Yeah, new in terms of compared to other pieces, but it's been. I mean, it was the last DLC that we got them, so like it's new, but Hmm. Let's see. Come over here, sir. I need you. This is how we get this all figured out. We're just doing some educational stuff in here. Probably 0.5. Let's see. All filled in this and this. Okay. All right, let's get this going. All right, let's see. All right, now I just gotta get all these turned off. I know this doesn't make sense to anyone right now of what we're doing, but I promise you this is gonna be really cool. My local science museum had something like this when I was a kid. They have since gotten rid of it. I was trying to find it, but I think it's really a cool idea. LED to hmm. Trying to see. Okay. Oh, I turned those off. Acted like I did. Sorry that my talking hasn't been talking too much. I need to get better at that. Doggone it. Can I get this at least to go in one go? Yeah. Okay. Let me ask the internet. Oh. Ah. Okay. You know what? There's a better way of doing this. Get a smaller font. And that's the memorial plaque. Oh, come on. No, come on. Okay. Come on. Give me the answer to this one. String. A large mouth bass or a catfish. Sounds like Alright, let's actually get as many of these as we can in, and then we can really figure out in what rank we want to have them in. Looks like we can maybe get one more down. Oh, come on. A little bit. Okay, so this is the order that they give here. I'm just going to go off of it. I'm just gonna do it off of the fish we have here. Does anyone know what I'm doing? Yeah, I like that. Now, when you enter here, we'll have some signs about the waterways of Alabama, but you've got this. Really, the only thing we need are some lights, and we need to finish off some of these habitats. We need to finish this one, for example. Thanks. Hey Jess, welcome back to the stream. I do appreciate you've tuned into every live stream you've been to since you followed, and that means a lot. Why would this be obstructed? Doesn't make any sense. There we go. Thank you. I do appreciate it. We've gotten a lot of new subscribes on the YouTube channel recently. Yesterday, we're at 450 subscribers there, so that's been exciting to see. 500's the next kind of big goal. But I do appreciate it. I appreciate you tuning in to watch. Now, what are we going to do about this one? This one These ones we haven't really been going for fancy terrarium backings. That's right, these are our lower budget habitats. Especially this, I mean, this one's just going to be very simple. Branch. Probably need to select this water. Need to grab the settings from this one. Transparency 0. This is the water color. Mist 1. We don't have glass in there. It's fine. We don't really want it. We want it to be somewhat see-through. Let's see. All right, let's see. Probably after this tank, I'm gonna move on to a different tank because I just feel like I need a change. This is going to be a very simple tank, because I mean, it's just for some very small catfish that you're probably not going to see super often. In fact, I might want to turn down the transparency a bit, or the mist down a bit. Point 2. 0.2. Mm. Was pretty good, and then we just grab some of this. Some of my custom eel grass that I've made. That was pretty good. Alright, I need a break from this. So, we've officially finished our naming for our cranes. They're supposed to go over here. This I did a little bit of work on the crane habitat. I'm really proud of this. This is pretty much entirely the LED panels making a preformed pool. I can kind of show you. I come over here. I made these pools with LED pieces. And then this filtration stuff with LED pieces as well. But this is the fence that we're going to be using for our sandhill cranes. I think we need to go to our lowest point here. Actually, don't think so. I think we want to go towards the tallest point. This has been something I've been trying to figure out how I want to do this fence. It's just perfect. Quite tricky. That's about as good as I'm going to get it. Okay, now we should be able to do this pretty easily. Just line up. It's a very simple fence. It's just going to be actually somewhat difficult to it's probably going to be more difficult to implement than I originally thought. This is what I was thinking was going to be the difficult part. I think I've got a solution to it, but just have it's not going to be a fast solution, but wait, this one needs another turn. We go at a slightly more harsh angle. Let's see. I mean, it's gonna look super, super cool. Kills me is we probably need to update this area. Because if I'm gonna do a YouTube video on building this, well, it would be kind of weird with this building just kind of floating around. So I actually have to maybe get back to work on it. Tri-state trek. Need some loving. Will look better once it's done. Trust me. Just gotta trust the process. All right. Just move these down. Okay, whatever. Bring this down all that way. I feel like I want these to be much lower down. Delete that. It's gonna make this look a lot cleaner. Oops. Just bring this down. Ooh, excuse me. I do want to thank you all guys for watching. We have had an uptick in stream viewership, and I do appreciate it. If you are on YouTube and you haven't yet, go ahead and like. Like the stream, subscribe if you haven't already. helps out. We are trying to grow the channel, get ready for Planet Zoo 2, expand our skill set as much as possible, even if that means doing tedious work like what we're doing now. And just like that, the bot decides that it wants to remind you also that you should sub, and like. That's crazy. The bot's just one step behind me. As it should be. I'm gonna build this into like a cliffside more. I've got an idea of having like an iron vein in there to talk about the geology of Alabama. Because iron's very big here. I don't know if southern Alabama is as rich in iron as like the area around where I live, but I'm sure it still has some iron. Like the closest big city to me, Birmingham, was a big steel industry place. Steel industry, ironworking. Just bring this much closer to the ground. Bring that wooden beam down there. Alright, let's get this going. I actually went to the zoo today. I didn't see sandhill cranes, but I saw whooping cranes, which are more endangered variety. So that was cool. I believe my zoo has had some success breeding them. Now let's group all this together. We can grab the mesh and bring it down where it actually becomes an enclosure. Then maybe we can get the sandhill crane there. Well, we probably need to build the gate system. double gate airlock system shouldn't be too difficult to do. Especially with all the nice small metal pieces we've got now. Perfect. Liking how that's looking. Very nice. Now, let's do this. So this one, I feel like, needs to open this way, and then this one will open out. How much do I just want to use this? I mean, it makes it super easy. Don't think that would be enough for deer. Okay. Hinge. I feel like maybe I should have. This stuff be on the other side. I just got pinged from someone. Discord could be important. Who knows? It's just Goron. Gotcha. So then, do something like this. Probably like here. Let's grab one of our dudes. one of our first scale dudes? The closest one's probably in here. Yeah, you. You are needed elsewhere, sir. Yeah, that seems reasonable. Mesh to 2 meters. Make sure I get this all in line. Okay. Ah, I deleted the shelter blueprints there, but now we should be able to get an actual sandhill cranes in here. Go. So now I guess we don't technically have to be super careful about this. Yes. Hey, Un-American Cheeseburger, thanks for tuning in. We are kind of working on our sandhill crane enclosure. That will also hold white-tailed deer. Pretty happy with this one. It's supposed to be like a pine savanna. And I built this, which is the sprinkler enrichment tool, but I'm using it as like a fountain pond thing. Then I use the LED pieces to make this pool. You know what also? I need to get a Discord link because I know we've had a lot of new people. So I want to post that for y'all. If y'all want to join the Discord, we'll get notifications for when I go live. And all that good stuff. But I think we're just about to get the sandhill cranes. Yeah, of course. So let's actually get the sandhill cranes in. Sandhill. We have 2 females that are going to be going in here. Send to zoo. Let's see. We actually get the animals in here. I guess we should also make sure we get work zones, kind of. So this should be the forest edge. That should be everything in forest edge. Yep. Cool. Right, as you work, staff, keep going. I really gotta figure out what I want this to do. I also need to request cichlids for that. I also need to add the species that are going to be added here. It's good that these guys have kind of spread out a little bit. But we do have... I should keep the play going in trading. Oh, they're here. I should check. Did I add these guys? No, I did not. But I did add European fallow deer. Alright, sandhill. Ah. That's a good idea. I don't know. Ooh, wait, hold on. Oh my gosh. It works. It works. I am beyond tickled. That is so exciting to me. So now, do these guys... This might be... That's funny. The crazy thing is this is all base game. Except these sand pieces. Those sand pieces are not. But you could use mulch just as easily. That... I'm trying to think. Because... Okay, so we've got our 3 female white-tailed deer in here. And 2 male eastern wild turkeys. Oh, I bet these guys use the forage box. Let's see, sandhill crane. Oh, they use the forage pool. Interesting. Wouldn't it be crazy? There's no way, right? Oh my gosh. I did go to the zoo today. I saw whooping cranes, not sandhill cranes, but I feel like we could fit deer in here as well. We'll probably put this in their backstage shelter. Ugh. We're not using that. Now the question is, should we put our female deer in here or our male deer when we eventually get one? So like we've got 3 female deer in here. These signs are eventually going to get replaced because I've got better signs now. Oh gosh, I love it. That's what I figured. Someone said that they felt like if we ever bred the deer that the sandhill cranes would go after them, but I don't know about that. Because that's a pretty common mix. So I'm actually going to move all of these guys, girls, to here, because that always felt crowded. We may not even get males. We might just have a herd of female deer. And this might just be our turkey habitat. Nah, we'll probably put a male whitetail in here. Then if we want to breed them, we can bring the male over for a bit. Now these, for some odd reason, oh shoot, it's actually accessible. Cool. What's their food enrichment? Oh, it's that forage pool. That's right. Accessible. There's nothing. Ah, shucks. Those hooded McGanns are. I need to disable breeding because I'm not. Settings. Sandbox. Animal settings. No. My play key's not working for some reason. Let's build their shelter area. Yeah, I might post some pictures of some stuff from the zoo in the Discord, so if you want to see that, go ahead and follow the link in the Discord. On cheeseburger, I should show you. Um, feel like we got to a decent place here. Also, new educational signs. But I feel like we got to a decent place here with our divers and waiters who did some educational stuff. Like, can you reel in the fish? So each one of these would have a different weight to it, and little educational, this education about invasive carp, and then talking about the Alabama sturgeon, which is the most endangered fish in the world. In fact, it could be extinct. But the education's about how the way they search for Alabama sturgeon is they take samples of the water and then test for fish DNA. So that's pretty cool. And then their backstage area, I think, is going to be like this, unless you have any other additions you think should go in here. But I kind of feel like I'm at a decent place with this. And then I made, so we only have the one pair of mergansers, but I made 2 nests so that they can pick what's their favorite. And then we will also get a pair of lesser scalps, but they're going to be both females, so. We've got one more of these big aquariums to do, and then a couple of the small ones. Just close that up. But yeah, that's how this has been looking over here. This is almost finished. But let's get back to this. I'm having a hankering for some backstage. Probably should. Just that there, and then have a little staff area in here. Twilight beam. let's get this going. Move this over. Just move this up. It's pretty good looking so far, I think. And then let's first start off actually with this all in place. Oh, I saw a red-tailed hawk today. No, cheeseburger. You work with them. Saw two of them. Well, technically, I saw three of them. One was in aviary, but there were two wild ones and a Cooper's hawk. There's our new concrete color. It's gonna be on the other side of this. Alright, and then we'll just grab this, darken that. Then we can change this to this color. That's not really what we want. We want something more subtle. Just bring this over like so. Grab this. Probably want to Alright, then we go grids off. We take this, we go all the way over to the edge there. Then we grab all this. Just bit by bit. Oh, you'd think it would happen sooner. Oh, that would be why. That would be why. Let's just control Z a lot. It's fun. And let's get that in line. Let's move this to where it's just on the edge. Okay. Twilight wood. Or stained wood. We'll just do this then. All right, then we just move this over here. Then we get the paint color, that, and we want the wood color, that. Now there's only one more exterior detail we need to do here. That's I want smaller versions of this. Ooh, let's try. It's metal. D. LED tube. That's right. go. I think. Let's see. I think. All right. Now that we've got this gate in, we can grab everything that it's made out of. The rollers, we separate that as a group. There we go, because we actually built this habitat right. Oh, that's perfect. Probably want to now add some of these in, just to make it so that it looks a little bit less. Hey, how's it going, Egg Sandwich? Welcome to the stream. Probably want to take these wooden boards and make a back for this shed as well. We're building a shed for our white-tailed deer and sandhill cranes. I'm doing good. Oh, I should really show you the merganser habitat because you funded that one. I still need to do the sign where I credit the, I think it's going to be Golden Egg Aquarium Systems is going to be the name of the company you represent. So this is the Baldwin Family Wetlands, which Monkey's Tavern funded that one, but this is the waders and divers, or divers and waders tank. Oh, there's one of the mergansers in the water for me. I really like this one. We've got this curved viewing pane. An American Cheeseburger helped us with the backstage here last stream. And then there's the mail. We're gonna have two more lesser scalps, or two more birds of lesser scalps, and then we're gonna have some carp in here as well. Well, I appreciate it. This was definitely one of the biggest projects we've ever done in terms of like highest budget. It is that spared no expense habitat. Oh, and then we built, since it was such a high detail habitat, decided to do a full backstage. Did a whole filtration system. So we've got sand filters. We've got a heat exchange unit here. So these Callum made. So Captain Callum made these. The heat exchanger I made mostly, but Captain Callum did the control panel. I just tore apart one of the control panels he built for his living desert recreation that he's working on. And then we've got the ozone chamber and the protein skimmer here. That, I mean, I'm really just taking information from Google and trying to apply it. And then the degas chamber. So water can go through this system and then gets returned back, and it's all collected through this weir here. But we are currently working on the sandhill crane and white-tailed deer habitat in here. Oh my gosh, there have been some really great screenshots grabs that I've been able to take here, because the grass is just the perfect height where the sandhill crane is above it. One of the biggest features of this habitat that we did custom was we did a custom fountain enrichment, or the sprinkler enrichment, and we made this pool out of the LED tubes and LED panels. And then we've also got the forage pool underneath it. So this is an actual, they can use it for the sprinkler enrichment, and they can also use it for the forage pool enrichment. So it's a 2-for-1, which I am incredibly excited about. But let's get back to some backstage stuff. Ugh. Might just use this for stalls. No use reinventing the wheel, right? So we'll grab that. that. Can I fit 3 stalls in here? Ugh. Really? Does seem a little big for... Yeah, okay. Alright, guess I'm gonna reinvent the wheel. Unless the barnyard. I don't really like the... I don't think the metal gates work for this. I need a 1-meter fence. That doesn't fit the aesthetic at all. Okay. I know how to spell Twilight. Let's see. Let's see. Got something really cool planned for the bald eagles. So if you want to help fund their habitat, the habitat's already funded, but if you want to go to the YouTube post, you can like those, and that will help get us a little bit overboard. It's going to be, from what I've seen recently from some animal husbandry, I'm going to try to do a what is it called? A donut shaped donut-shaped aviary to allow for continuous flying. From what I've seen, that seems to be the new standard in husbandry. or not necessarily standard, but like the good, really good for the birds. That gate's too big. Get Twilight light. Rain. Let's get this all in line. Wood. Okay, we're doing pretty good here. Cast iron. Now, will the animals actually be able to use this backstage? Who knows? Probably not. Just grab all this framing. Make sure it's in line. see, can we just grab all of this and then deselect this stuff? It's probably the easiest way to do it. And this will just be a little storage shed and food prep, like mini food prep place for keepers. Then we'll separate that. Make sure we're boom. Okay, now we put against this back wall, probably do more of a typical bird backstage. Are sandhill cranes a roosting species? I don't think so. I've never seen a picture of one in a tree. Yeah, it doesn't look like it. Unless Un-American Cheeseburger, do you know better? Do you know what, like, crane backstages typically look like? Because, I got no clue. I'd imagine it's somewhat similar to flamingo backstages. Probably with less water, because they're not as water-bound of a species. Let's see. Go grab the door from this backstage over in here. I think this is its own separate, right? Yes. I made it its own separate thing. Smart me. Let's try to line this up as well as we can. It's not perfect, it's okay. Perfection is the enemy of good, you know. All that. Come on, let's get this going. Why not just use this? It's going to be less overall pieces. We got about 20 more minutes left of the stream. I just got home, so I'm gonna say hi to her in just a second. So don't be concerned when I leave for a second. Okay. Can I? I don't think I want to open this. Let's see if the animals are able to use. Just want to say hut. How'd they? You know what? I'm okay with that. Just the fact that they're able to get back there, it's fine. I assume the crane is much the same. Yes. All right, yeah. Let me say hi to my wife. We'll be wrapping up the stream here soon. Alright, guys, let's see if we can finish this habitat. Or, I mean, we're not going to be able to finish this surrounding area, but. We probably want something like this as well. Let's think. And we want. Ooh, what if. We group that together. And then we'll just change that to black. Get the light off. Go to nature, salt. Go for the smallest one. And voila, we've made a custom feeder. Still not exactly sure what we're going to do with this area, but let's get some small bedding to go in these stalls. Scatter some of that around here as well, just to make sure that the animals do go use their shelter. It's all fine and dandy. Maybe a little bit in here. Yeah, something like that. I'm sure we can use decals or something to grunge that up, but probably not now. I want to get basis of just kind of few scattered buffalo grass pieces, the dry ones, a few of the less dry ones, but wiregrass is the focus, and then we'll have some rocks as well. Oh, that's what I was gonna do. I was gonna, real quick, let me pin that. That Discord message is, that Discord link is now pinned. So if you want to join the Discord, you can find the link there for anyone who's watching right now, since we are going to be ending the stream in the next 10 minutes. If you want to be notified of next time I go live, or just hang around in the Discord, we do sometimes talk about stuff we're going to do. Share your builds, stuff like that. Share information about animal husbandry and stuff like that. I'd like to get the Discord a little bit more active if possible. And then we want some of this. Not much. Just enough to kind of show that, yes, even though the white-tailed deer do keep trimming it down, and probably the sandhill cranes as they search for like grasshoppers and stuff like that, grass can still sprout every once in a while. We need to get some pictures of that also so I can share them in the Discord, or in some other Discords, and get feedback on it. But I'm pretty happy with how this habitat is shaped up. We do need to add a staff door there. Hey, Combat Bear. This is meant to be like a rescue zoo for species native to the southeastern United States. Rock color, let's lighten that up a good bit. Well, I'm playing the game modded, so a lot of the species I'm having aren't in the base game, but there's over 200 species in the base game. Nexus mods, you've got, if you go to YouTube and search how to install Planet Zoo mods, Leaf, he's a great Planet Zoo content creator. He has a whole tutorial on how to install mods if you do want to do that. These are modded species. We've got the white-tailed deer in here, and the sandhill crane. Both of these are mods. So those work pretty. I mean, you can see there's some great quality mods out there. As for animals I have in the zoo that aren't modded, let me find one. Beaver. These guys are from the North America DLC. The coyote is from the Americas DLC. It's in here somewhere. These guys are kind of hard to find. It's very lush habitat. Oh, there we go. I got to see some coyotes today at my local zoo. Oh, gosh. That lagged out for a second. Yeah, well, you could see the raccoons. They are from the twilight. The red fox is also from the twilight. So this habitat is all jank now. Then, as is this one, 9-banded armadillo from the grassland pack. So those are some of your base game species. Let me get back to building this habitat because we are limited on time. But if you like if you ever played Zoo Tycoon, it's very much in the same vein as that. Except better, because you can really get some nice habitats out of it. Really do some more highly detailed stuff. I'm trying to make sure that we don't get those hard edges that, even though this is like, I mean, it is a box, we want to use it to make it not look like a box if possible. Just sinking this in. It's a game you can really go very custom with. So if you like doing things very highly detailed, this is a great game. Like this fountain here, I made that completely custom. Now this is a modded piece, so it's not something you get in the game, but standardly, but it's pretty easy to install. Like, mods are ridiculously easy to install in this game. Not as easy as something that has like a dedicated like Steam mods, unfortunately, but pretty easy. Let's see. And if you want to join my Discord, I can help you through building habitats and stuff if you so desire. I will be as helpful as I can. Yeah, only got a few more minutes, but feeling really good about this habitat. So let's get some screenshots of what we've built. And of course we'll have to do the gardening over there, but yeah. Probably need to do some beams over the top there, but pretty happy with how this all is coming along. Alright, guys. Let me see if there's anyone we can raid. Oh, Stone is streaming. We'll raid him. He's playing Jurassic World Evolution 3. But yeah, thanks guys for tuning in. I really do appreciate everyone who's shown up today.